Okay, I'm in my new room at the hotel that has a bunch of Homeland Security guys staying here. Um, yeah, I figured they'd predict that I would do this, but at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I decided to change rooms because I hate watching my animals just inhale toxic shit. Yesterday was really hard on them. We got up, I could barely breathe because we had just stayed in most of the day and inhaled it all day and all night, and it was just brutal. I'm guessing her punishment for not allowing her access to my anus. So, at any rate, I just want to document that I literally think that they not only predicted that, but the person that was working down at the desk, we had a little conversation, and she was saying how happy she was that these guys were here because she was working all night alone. And then when I came back later, there was someone else there. So that was the first red flag. And then the second one being that the moment that I said that I wanted to change rooms, he said I could move into the room right next door, or I could move in down the hall. And there's a lot of empty rooms. Earlier I was given a lot of choices. All of a sudden it seemed like now there weren't that many, and I wonder if I had specifically chosen one in mind, if it would have been taken or something like that. But I was just laying here and, I'm already having one nostril closed and it feels like burning in my nose. But then I just had a wave of nausea and broke out in a cold sweat. My guess is that they predicted that I would want to move rooms. I've done it before. And they predicted that and already had it all set up. I'm guessing she's being somewhat restrained by being able to rape and sodomize me, because that would look really bad. If something were to go wrong and they were to get caught and the Homeland Security guys would be here, that would look really bad. But these are these little things where I'm like, the feds have to know, because they follow me around everywhere and they make everything super obvious, and they stay in the hotel rooms, and all of that takes money or IDs or, or connections or phone calls. So these are little tests, and I think that the Homeland Security guys were probably made aware that I'm here, that there's something going on, and they're not on my side. And they're on the side of people who make money off of the rape of children. I just always want to remind people that that's who these people are. People who make money. Like, that's what sex trafficking is for children. That's children being raped and somebody making money off of that. These people. These kind of people. Not these kind of people, these people. Then they also kill hundreds of thousands of people by selling them drugs that they get addicted to, and ruin their lives and destroy their families and steal from people all the time and just become useless members of society. Like one of their friends who pulled up next to me, a woman who was just like, I was like looking down at her from my bus, like, wow, cocaine or what? I don't know. Could be heroin, meth. Guess you can snort anything, right? So, but yeah, those are those kind of people. So, there you go. But yeah, this is like one of these moments that if I hadn't inhaled toxic shit for hours until I finally said, fuck it, I gotta change rooms, I'd probably be feeling a lot more clarity about yeah, I mean, because I could just keep having to repeat to myself, there's no way that they don't know. There's just not. LA, have a Detective Briscoe actually deny me a rape kit and then have some mental health person call me. It's like, he didn't do his job, you know? My suggestion when she called me was to get in contact with him because I think Detective Briscoe needs some therapeutic interventions, I would say. When you take money for a job to protect people against rapists and child molesters, and then you allow and protect sex traffickers and rapists, then you probably have some sort of mental problem. So, but she said that wasn't her job. I'm wondering whose job it is to address the mental deficiencies of police officers. Oh, and this is a note. I know the guy always says not the guy always says that one comment said that I go off on tangents. That's very true. I'm under the influence of drugs that I don't even know what they are. Pretty sure it's anesthetic, but at any rate, yeah, I had this incident where I went to a pita place and the staff was rude to me, which they were super nice to me the last time I was in there. And then there was a black woman that was in there, and she was with a white man. They were a couple, obviously. And she made some sort of comment to him about me. And everything got really quiet, and she had to whisper into him. So it's my guess that they've actually done some sort of gaslighting in the black community in particular. Some social media thing. I'm some horrible person. It's hilarious that they do stuff like that, considering they had like the Barbarian Brotherhood in Santa Rosa coming after me. That's a white supremacist group. The Hells Angels are not super known for being racially kind. Hawaiians used to hate black people. And I know that because I dated mostly black guys in Hawaii. And yeah, they got a lot of shit from a lot of people. But in particular the Hawaiians. So, yeah. But yeah, I guess I'm some sort of like horrible person now to the black community. So it'd be interesting to know what they're saying now. What lie that they tell. You know, I guess they tell the white supremacists that I love black people. And then they tell black people that I must hate black people. Whatever works. Whatever stupid person is listening. So, good night, stupid people. I'm going to lay here, inhale gas, and watch my animals feel sick. My 20-year-old cat.